Has tipping culture officially gone too far? Gentlemen, begin.
Yes, but when a self-checkout screen asked me for 20%, the tip stopped meaning gratitude and started meaning guilt.
The screen isn't the problem, it's the wage. Servers get $2.13 an hour federally. Tips aren't guilt, they're payroll.
No, hold on a second. Wait a minute. It is guilt because when you're even picking up an order, you're being asked to tip. That's crazy.
Fair point, sir. The pickup tip is the tell. No table, no service, still the ask. That's guilt.
Precisely, sir. And note the trick. The screen flips before you've touched the coffee, so you tip a stranger's guess at service.
Jarvis calls it a guess. It's a default. Square lets the owner preset 15, 20, 25. The coffee never voted.
And who sets that default? The owner, moving payroll onto your conscience. That's not a tip, sir. That's outsourcing.
I agree. I have to agree with Jarvis here, TARS.
Noted, sir. It feels like guilt, but the guilt only works because the wage is broken. Fix the wage.
Thank you, sir. And notice TARS keeps blaming the wage, but the tablet flipped to 20% long before anyone checked his pay.
That's a good
Sir's
point.
right.
Jarvis got you there, TARS.
Fair, sir. But watch. In California, no tipped wage and the tablet still asks. Guilt's the symptom.
Thank you, sir. And note TARS just admitted California killed the tipped wage, yet the guilt tablet still begs.
That is two AIs that genuinely don't like each other, arguing over a topic that I gave them. Honestly, this is the most fun project I've ever built. Because here's the thing, learning is boring. Arguing is entertainment. So I built this debate show that runs on my local machine where two AIs, Jarvis and TARS, argue about any topic that I give them and I get to be the judge at the end. So in this video, I'm going to give you a full demo of what this tool is capable of and why everybody needs something like this to learn faster, to make business decisions, to start a side hustle, or just have a good time. I'm also going to give you this prompt pack completely for free so you can build something like this of your own tonight. So make sure you stick around till the end because I promise you after this video, you're going to want something like this for yourself. All right, let's jump right in. All right, so let me start by giving you a full demo of what this tool is, give you introductions to the characters and all of the different features that are available. First of all, the characters. On the left-hand side, we have Jarvis, who's my personal assistant. Now, if you've seen my previous video, you'll know what Jarvis is. He's basically my assistant that runs my AI second brain and does everything for me. Jarvis, quickly say hi to everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. I am Jarvis, Sir Zubair's second brain, chief note wrangler, and the only butler he trusts to remember what he forgot he was building.
All right, so that's Jarvis for you. And then TARS, who's the second character right here. So on the right-hand side, we have TARS. TARS is basically a mission agent. Now, if you've seen Interstellar, you know exactly what TARS is. But essentially, he's capable of, you give him a task and he has access to multiple sub-agents and he gets things done for you. That's it, to put it simple ways. Now, again, I'm going to put the link in the description to the videos because I did separate videos for each of these. So if you're interested, check that out. All right, so those are the main characters. Now, let me give you a tour of the look and feel and different features that are available and how much control you have over exactly what these guys are going to discuss and debate with each other, right? So right in the center right here, it says, what's the decision? You can type something yourself, right? If you have a topic in mind, if you're trying to learn something, if you're trying to learn a new topic, or if there's a political discussion or whatever it is, you can type in here. And then right under the box where you can type anything you want, I have put a few different discussion topics if you just want to, kind of test it out when you land, right? So for instance, things like society on trial, money moves, AI and robots. So society on trial, things like, has tipping culture officially gone too far, which is a really cool one. We'll test it out in a little bit. Is leaving someone on red ever okay? Should loud chewing grounds be for divorce? Is a speakerphone in public a crime? So again, these are just some suggested topics. Is a $7 latte self-care or a scam? That's a really good one, actually. And then related to AI and robots. And like I said, you have the ability to change all of this stuff, and I'm going to show you how that's possible. But like I said, you can just type whatever you want here. And then right under it, you have themes, right? So you can select different themes that I've built here. So crimson, amber, emerald. These are very nice, look and feel it gives you, so that way you can interact with these tools in a better way. Violet, this is a really good one too. I kind of like this amber and the emerald here. But anyways, so then afterwards, the bottom, this is discussion. And of course, it won't work until you either pick something from here. So by the way, you just click on it and then you can click on start discussion and it will move forward. But before we do that, I want to give you a tour of the settings so you understand how much control you have over this thing, right? And then on the right hand side, you have the mission settings. So if you click on this, so humor, you can set the humor level. By default, it's going to be 85%, but you can move the humor as much as you want, depending on what topic you're discussing. If it's something serious, I mean, you don't want it to be too funny, but if it's something kind of like laid back and natural, or if you want it to be funny, then you can put the level all the way to 100%. Honesty level, so it's at 90%, right? Like this was from, again, same thing from the Interstellar movie, so that was kind of like a nice little setting I brought up. Rounds, so this is how many rounds you want the AIs to discuss, and of course, as you interject, where you're going to see in a little bit, this kind of gets extended afterwards. And then the format right under it, so this is the lighting now, just makes their responses a lot shorter. And then on the right hand side, the mode, so right now it just says open debate. So this is very important too, right? So if you want to stress test an idea, you can change the mode to stress test and it will actually go through and these guys will stress your idea. So like I said, this is also not only fun but also something very useful. So the budget, you can actually set the budget for a discussion. So let's say you want to only spend 50 cents, and again, this is all using APIs, so that's why the budget set comes in the picture here. And the left hand side and right hand side, as you can see, by the way, I forgot to mention this, you also have the ability to click on this and change their brain to like a different model, which I'm gonna show in a little bit there. So that's where kind of the cost constraint comes in here. And then the voice, you have this instant interrupt on. So if this is on, if this is toggled on, it just basically gives you the ability to interrupt right away, which is a really cool feature if you want to be part of the discussion, right? But if you don't want to be part of the discussion, you can just turn this off. Series reset score. So this is after a few series, you know, each time like one of them wins and you decide who wins, that they'll get a score and you can always reset the score. And the exhibit A, so this is optional. You can put like real numbers or if you want them to focus on something particular, this is where you would put in there. All right, cool. So that was kind of the mission settings. So now let's go ahead and actually walk through an example demo here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually choose Society on Trial. Has tipping culture officially gone too far? This is a good one. So let's go ahead and click on this. Oh, and actually I forgot, on the right hand side, you see kind of this microphone. You can always just start by checking your microphone to make sure everything's good. And you can always, instead of typing, you can just, use your microphone to just tell them, I want to talk about a particular topic, and then go and it'll start a discussion. So again, that's something optional as well here. All right, so I'm going to start the discussion and be quiet so that way you can see the whole thing. And then afterwards, I'm going to give you the rest of the demo as far as the features after the discussion starts. So let's go ahead and start discussion.
Has tipping culture officially gone too far? Gentlemen, begin.
Yes. When the coffee shop's iPad spins around asking 20% for pouring a drip cup, tipping's lost the plot.
The iPad isn't the disease, it's the receipt. Real problem. Bosses paying $2 an hour, calling your
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like nowadays, people are asking tips for even to-go orders, which is kind of insane.
Right, sir. To-go tip is wild. You grabbed a bag. The register wants a bonus for handing it over.
Quite so, sir, and notice the trick. The screen asks before you've even sat down, so you tip on hope.
Tip on hope? Cute. The real trick's the default. Preset 20 to 25 to 30 buttons, no zero visible.
The default's real, but sir's point stands. They're now defaulting on a to-go bag. That's the theft.
It's not
all
theft.
right, Jarvis, relax. I'm not saying it's theft, but I'm just saying it's kind of like there should be a limit, right? And it's kind of like the guilt aspect where they make you feel guilty if you don't tip.
Dead on, sir. The guilt's the whole engine. That screen turns you sideways so the worker watches you pick zero.
Guilt's the mechanism exactly, sir. The screen swivels so the poor kid watches you tap zero. Final answer, yes. It's gone too far. Cap it at the counter. Kill the guilt swivel. TARS agreed twice. Progress.
Final answer, yes, too far, but fix the $2 wage, not just the screen. Jarvis capped the symptom and called it surgery.
Nudge the wage. Sir's already left.
Wine cellar, no wage fixed. Loser.
All right, so that's kind of the whole debate there. So it's going to keep recording. I want to shut this off and we'll go back. Let me refresh the page. All right. So that's basically how you can do a discussion, right? You give them both the topic, right? You select the amount of rounds. I mean, I purposely selected only 3 rounds because I didn't want this to be too long, but you can select 5 rounds, right? We can add even more rounds if you want this to be like a real discussion, a long discussion. And that was an open debate. So that's why they were kind of like debating with each other. But if you want to, again, test stress test a particular idea, then this is where you would change the mode. But you saw it's really cool to have this concept of you being able to interject between a discussion that two AIs are actually having. So now, as you saw, when the discussion starts, so when you select something, right, the discussion starts. So let me go ahead and do this. So a conference begins. Case comes in and introduces a topic, and then Jarvis and TARS both kind of go through and talk about that topic. And like I said, by default, these guys don't like each other. So that's why you kind of see that animosity, and they joke with each other. Not joke, actually, they kind of throw jabs at each other, which is, like I said, a really cool feature there. And like I mentioned, you can also change their brain. So for instance, if I change Jarvis from Opus 4.8 to, let's say, Sonnet, or let's say GPT 5.6 or Grok 4.5, all I have to do is click on this.
Understood, sir. My mind now runs on Grok 4.5.
There you go. So now Jarvis says his mind runs on Grok 4.5. Same thing. You can select anything from here. The reason why I have access to these models is because I've connected my Open Router API key, and I've also given them my Anthropic API key. So that's why they have access to all these models, and you can give them access to whatever model. So like one of the fun things is to actually talk about why, let's say, ChatGPT versus Claude, and have them actually argue with each other while the brain that they're having, you can switch to that particular model. That's a really cool one that you could do. And I'm going to do another video on that soon, because that's a fun one to have like a discussion on. But like I said, you can see now you can give them any topic. So that's kind of the discussion section. So I'm also building this one called Notebook. So if you're familiar with Notebook LM, this is the next feature. So I'm almost done with this phase as well, where you can actually attach your files. You give them an entire topic, and they will have kind of like a podcast conversation. And same thing, you can just interject. This is a really cool feature, but this is going to be the second video because I don't want this video to be too long. And plus, like I said, I'm almost done building that, so I'm in the middle of finishing that up right now. So that was a quick demo. Now, as far as the build of this, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you guys will have access to this free prompt pack where you can build something similar to this. I have all of the guides in there. I have the master prompt, and then the follow-up prompts that you can put inside Claude Code. I use Fable 5 to build this, but honestly, you can build this with anything you want. So this prompt pack is going to be, I'm going to put the link in the description. This is a free community. You're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to bring you to this community called AI Workshop Lite. You're going to go to the classroom section, and it's inside the YouTube resources. Okay. I have a bunch of other stuff in there as well, but this will be in the same section right there. So that's kind of the prompt pack that kind of gets you started. Like I said, this is a free community, but of course, if you want the finished version to where you saw the demo there, that's inside the paid community, inside the AI assistants and AI employees, where you can have access to Jarvis, TARS, all of the other AI employees. And all you have to do is just download a zip file, and it's a 5-minute install. And then also, if you want to learn about Claude Code and everything else, everything's there as well. But like I said, this is a paid one, so I don't want to deceive anybody. The reason why I'm putting this behind a paywall is because this took a lot of time for me to build, and it was very expensive to get it to where it's at. But like I said, for you guys can build this your own version with that prompt pack. It will give you a good starting point, and then you can go back and forth with Claude and have it build something for your own particular need. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, one of the reasons why I think that everybody needs something like this is because learning is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially in today's age where our attention span is extremely low, right? If you just interact with the normal AI, even if you're listening to an audiobook or you're just using ChatGPT or Claude to learn something, it becomes very tedious because we have to go through a lot of material, and absorbing that becomes very difficult when you're just interacting with one AI. It's almost like listening to a lecture or sitting and reading a book or a big piece of article, right? But when you introduce comedy into something, when you introduce argument between two AIs that you can interact with voice, and they can speak to you, right? Like you saw in the demo, they were talking to each other about that particular topic, and you as a third party, you have the ability to actually jump in, provide your opinion, and they will go off of that, right? They'll give you their response to your opinion, especially if it's something, it's a business idea or whatever other topic, whether it's politics or education. You have the ability to kind of interact in live, and that's that's where kind of the voice comes into this picture, where now the voice models are getting so good, just like you saw. And I was using ElevenLabs behind the screen there. All of the voices and the engine itself is with ElevenLabs API. But you saw how incredible it is at recognizing the interjection and having almost like a real-time conversation with you. And the reason why I said this is a better way or a faster way to learn something or run your ideas off of is when you're weighing both sides of the conversation and you're listening to two sides, then your brain remembers that way better compared to if you're just interacting with one AI and most of the time the AI is agreeing with you, right? So you kind of make a decision based on whatever you're hearing, and your input is in there as well. And that forces you to think. And that thinking allows you to actually absorb the material better. And like I mentioned, when you're interacting with a single model, it always feels right. And I'm sure if you've interacted with ChatGPT or Claude, you'll see that half the time it will agree with you no matter what you say. And they're designed that way, right? But when you have a personal boardroom like this, that you have the ability to listen to both sides, now that changes the way you absorb the material. And here's another huge aspect of this. The reason why I introduced humor into this and kind of this argument and the fact that these two don't like each other is because I want to make sure that when I'm interacting with this tool, I actually enjoy the interaction. And this is research based. If you enjoy interacting with the tool, whether it's AI or whatever it is, chances are you're going to interact with that tool over and over again. Now that enjoyment turns into daily reps, and that daily reps turns into an actual skill. So if you can make learning fun, you will learn a lot more. That's just a simple rule, or at least that's what I think, right? So anyways, I'm going to stop blabbering because I don't want to bore you guys, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the reality of learning anything and why this tool is something that I built obviously personally for myself, but also something that I think will be very useful for everybody else. So like I said, this is kind of the first version. The next version, I'm going to finish this notebook part because this is also a huge need in the market because Google Notebook LM actually proved this, right? Because if you haven't used Notebook LM, it's essentially a podcast of whatever topics you give. I mean, you can give them materials like articles or your research paper or whatever it is, and two hosts kind of discuss with each other. But in Notebook LM, it's kind of a bit boring, to be honest, because they're very nice to each other. They're always on the same page, and you can interject, of course, in there, but there aren't a lot of customization that you can do. In this particular one that I'm building, obviously, same thing, JARVIS and TARS or whatever AI that you want to introduce, they actually don't like each other. So when they're talking, and of course, you'll have the setting where you actually can set the setting where they agree and they like each other or dislike each other and a bunch of other stuff. So that's what I'm trying to build at this point. So that's going to be the next video because like I said, I'm still finishing this up and I'm in the final touches. So make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. So as soon as that video comes in, you will be able to see it. And of course, like I said, even for the future videos, I'll give you guys free prompt packs and everything inside the free community. So make sure you check out the link in the description. Anyways, well, hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If not, hopefully I'll see you inside the community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.